Welcome to our channel. Imagine dedicating your life to someone, only to find out they've been laughing at you behind your back, with a man you once called a friend. I never thought the worst betrayal of my life would come from the woman I loved the most. It's funny how life works. One moment, you're on top of the world, and the next, you're crashing down, wondering what hit you. For me, that moment came when I discovered the woman I loved, the woman I had given my everything to, was not only cheating on me but also mocking me behind my back. For years, I had been building a startup from scratch, pouring every ounce of my energy into it. The long hours, the sacrifices, the stress, it was all worth it because I knew that one day, it would pay off. And I wasn't just doing it for myself, I was doing it for us, for our future together. Lisa, my wife, had always been supportive, or so I thought. She would tell me how proud she was of me, how she believed in my dreams, and how she knew that our hard work would eventually pay off. But as time went on, I started to notice a change in her. She would make snide comments about my long hours, about how I was never around, about how other men could afford to take their wives on vacations while I was stuck in dreamland. At first, I brushed it off as stress. I told myself that she just needed time to see that all of this hard work would eventually pay off. But deep down, I knew something was off. I just didn't know what. Then, one night, everything changed. I had just left a meeting with a potential investor, and it had gone amazingly well. This was the breakthrough I had been waiting for. My company was finally about to take off. I couldn't wait to share the news with Lisa. As I pulled into our driveway, my phone buzzed. It was a message from my buddy, Marcus. "Man, you need to hear this." Attached to the message was an audio file. Confused, I parked the car and pressed play. What I heard next changed everything. It was Lisa's voice, dripping with mockery. "You think he's a man? Please. My husband is a total loser. Broke, boring, and useless. Meanwhile, last night, oh, it was amazing. And with someone we both know." A male voice chuckled in response. "Jake. My so-called friend." The world around me blurred. My grip on the phone tightened as rage, betrayal, and heartbreak surged through me all at once. I replayed the message, hoping I had misheard. But no. Every word was crystal clear. She wasn't just cheating. She was mocking me. Laughing at me. Tearing down everything I had built, everything I had sacrificed, while sleeping with someone I trusted. That was the moment I knew, I was done. I didn't go inside that night. I didn't confront her. I didn't scream or cry. I just disappeared. The next morning, Lisa left for work early, still under the illusion that she had me wrapped around her finger. But by the time she returned home, I was gone. I took everything that was mine. Cleared our joint accounts. After all, I had been the one funding them. Cancelled every subscription and credit card she had access to. Even the house lease, which had my name on it, was terminated. When she walked through the front door, expecting dinner and a clueless husband waiting for her, she found an empty house. No note. No explanation. Just silence. Her calls came in within the hour. First confused. Then panicked. Then desperate. I didn't answer. Then came the texts. "Lisa, babe, where are you? I just got home and everything's gone. Lisa, is this some kind of joke? Lisa, okay, I messed up. But let's talk about this. Lisa, please. Lisa, I'm sorry." Block. I erased her from my life like she had never existed. In the weeks that followed, I poured every ounce of my energy into my business. The investor deal went through. The company took off. Suddenly, the man she had called a loser was raking in 6 figures a month. Meanwhile, mutual friends started messaging me. Lisa was losing it. She couldn't afford the lifestyle she had gotten used to. Her affair with Jake. It didn't last. Apparently, he wasn't as charming when he wasn't sneaking around behind my back. One day, months later, I got an email from her. "Lisa, I messed up. I miss you. Please, let's talk." I stared at the message for a long moment. Then, without a second thought, I deleted it. Because winners don't chase losers. As I sat in my new office, overlooking the city skyline, I couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. I had come a long way since that fateful night. I had rebuilt my life, my business, and my sense of self-worth. I had proven to myself that I was capable of overcoming even the toughest challenges. But despite all of my success, I couldn't shake the feeling that I had been forever changed by Lisa's betrayal. I had trusted her with my deepest secrets, my fears, and my dreams. And she had crushed me. I wondered if I would ever be able to trust again. If I would ever be able to love again. As I pondered these questions, my phone buzzed. It was a text from an unknown number. "Hey, I'm so sorry to hear about what happened with Lisa. I've been thinking about you a lot lately." My heart skipped a beat as I realized who it might be. It was Emily, a woman I had met at a networking event a few months ago. We had hit it off immediately, bonding over our shared passion for entrepreneurship. I had been too hurt and too focused on my business to pursue anything romantic with Emily at the time. But now, as I read her text, I felt a spark of hope. Maybe, just maybe, I was ready to start again. I took a deep breath and typed out a response. "Hey Emily, thanks for reaching out. I've been thinking about you too. Would love to grab coffee and catch up sometime." I hesitated for a moment before hitting send. But as soon as I did, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. I was ready to move on. I was ready to start again. And as I sat in my office, looking out at the city skyline, I felt a sense of excitement and possibility that I hadn't felt in years. I was ready to see what the future held. Over the next few weeks, Emily and I met up several times. We grabbed coffee, went for walks, and explored the city together. With each passing day, I found myself feeling more and more alive. Emily was kind, smart, and beautiful. She was everything that Lisa was not. As we spent more time together, I realized that I was falling for Emily. Hard. But I was scared. I was scared of getting hurt again. Scared of trusting someone new. One night, as we sat on a hill overlooking the city, Emily turned to me and asked, "What's holding you back? Why are you so afraid to let me in?" I took a deep breath and told her everything. I told her about Lisa, about the betrayal, about the pain. Emily listened, her eyes filled with compassion and understanding. When I finished, she took my hand in hers. "I'm so sorry you went through that," she said. "But I want you to know that I'm not Lisa. I'm not going to hurt you. I care about you deeply, and I want to be with you." I looked into her eyes, and I saw the truth there. I saw a kind and gentle soul, someone who would never intentionally hurt me. And in that moment, I knew. I knew that I was ready to trust again. Ready to love again. "I care about you too," I said, my voice barely above a whisper. Emily smiled, and we shared our first kiss under the stars. It was a new beginning, a fresh start. And as I held Emily in my arms, I knew that I would never let her go. Epilogue. It's been 5 years since that fateful night when I discovered Lisa's betrayal. 5 years since I hit rock bottom and had to rebuild my life from scratch. But I did it. I rebuilt my business, my sense of self-worth, and my heart. And I did it all with Emily by my side. We're married now, with 2 beautiful kids. We have a happy, healthy relationship built on trust, respect, and love. I'll never forget what Lisa did to me. But I've forgiven her. Forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for ourselves. And I've forgiven myself for trusting her, for loving her. I've moved on. I've found happiness. And I know that I'll never go back to that dark place again. Because I've learned that winners don't chase losers. Winners move on, and they find something better. And that's exactly what I did. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another jaw-dropping tale.